Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So Turning Red, that's that one where the girl turns into the panda when because she's going through puberty, and that's the whole thing. Like, it's just like Teen Wolf.
Coming of age.
It's a family trait. And it's happening sooner than I thought it would. Exactly like in Teen Wolf. Remember the dad's like, son, I gotta talk to you about this because it's something the mom went through. So instead of like explaining that to your daughter, you like let it just happen to her. Like, it's really stupid, but of course it's one of those things like, I don't ever want my kid to grow up. I want it to be that little girl forever. Right. But they're gonna grow up. That's what happens. So this film, it sounds like an okay premise. The story, it just looks okay, but the problem is you have these people on Twitter that are praising this film, and this is stuff, even if you follow us over on Twitter, where there's people that literally go, the message of the movie, they don't even care if the movie's any good. They just love the idea of we don't even know what the movie's about, but they're going to talk about their periods. Why is that so important to you?
And also, I don't even think the movie probably doesn't focus on that.
They probably make a joke about it or make a thing. I don't know.
At least I hope.
See, here's the thing. I'm thinking it's going to be something like the mom's like, well, May, I know you're turning this age and this is when your body's going to change. Like, oh God, Mom, I don't want to talk about this. Like, because no kid wants to talk to their mom about bodily changes. And I guess that's probably what it's going to be. But these people are so excited.
Oh, yeah, to pervert it.
To hear a little girl talk about her period. I don't know what to think about you.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's some difference between coming of age story and making it like, oh, yeah, this is one. It's like, you're a little too on this, like a little too excited. Almost.
Yeah, you almost want this. And there's people, the message. And here's the problem with message movies. They're of their time and they get forgotten forever.
Yep.
Because the story isn't there. Because all you care about is the message. A little girl talking about her period. That's all there's people on Twitter. That's all they care about. That is kind of gross.
Very weird.
What would be the equivalent of a young boy getting an erection?
Mm-hmm.
I got an erection in the middle of class because I saw a girl I had a crush on, and then I have to cover, you try to hide it. Would that be the equivalent? Like, and me be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see that.
I have my tickets today.
Could you imagine how creepy that'd be? If I was so excited about a scene like that.
If I had like a daughter, and she saw this and she's at that age, maybe this is something that she needs to watch and all that, but to sit there and revel in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
And then people talking about the educational value. This is a cartoon to entertain. If you're such a horrible parent that you can't explain to your daughter about getting her period, about growing up, about bodily changes, and you're like, oh, please, movie, do it for me so I don't have to do it, you're a bad parent. I don't know why that's such a thing. So this movie's decisive from the beginning. You got people who love everything Disney. It doesn't matter what they put out. They love everything. But no one can deny me this. The last 3 Pixar films plus this one, so we're talking Soul. What was the one with the magic one? With the brothers?
Encanto. No, Onward.
Onward? Because Encanto was Disney.
Oh, that's Pixar. Right. That's right. It's
Pixar. Luca. And now this. They're middling. They're just okay.
I know.
Luca wasn't bad. It's just okay.
Yeah.
But is it up? It not even close. Is it Finding Nemo? Not even close. These films aren't going to stand the test of time. No one's going to be talking about Luca in 15 years. No one. No. They're just going to be like, oh yeah, Pixar did make that. That's all they're going to say. And that's going to happen to this film.
And I feel bad about it because I'm like, Luca, it's
just okay.
It's a mid-hit.
As far as Pixar is going right now, they're kind of in their wilderness years where these are just middling kind of movies.
I would expect this of Illumination.
Yeah.
It's not saying they're bad. Here's the thing. I get this on Twitter all the time. Oh, you hate it. When did I ever say that I hated it? I just think it looks okay.
Yeah.
Just okay. But that's not enough.
It's because, unfortunately, we hold Pixar to this kind of higher standard.
I do.
Of, you're the ones that are the lead dog. You set the tone. You set the pace.
It kind of reminds... The Red Panda, this movie reminds me of The Good Dinosaur.
Yeah.
visually, the backgrounds in The Good Dinosaur are phenomenal. Everything else, the goofy looking characters and the not a good story, just bad. It wasn't awful. Just I'll never watch it again.
And then see, this is what we talk about like in our past reviews of things. Go back to the writing boards, redo it, do what John Lasseter would do. Like you take that idea and be like, you know what, guys, I think you can do better. Let's go back.
Want to know why that's a problem? Because the lady directing this is her story.
And that's the
it's
problem.
A personal story.
When you get too attached to your project, because when you feel like that, because you feel like they're
changing your past.
Yes, they're trying to change your story, and it's like, no, you got to take yourself out and say, okay, they didn't like it. Let's change a couple things. Let's do some things, and go from there.
There's a difference between your story and the story of your life.
Yes.
And these people are putting their life on the page, and my God, I know you want to tell your personal experiences, but why does every new up and coming director, all they ever write is about themselves?
Right. And at that point, write yourself a biography. You know, if you want to do that.
But they have to do it in this other way where it's like they're validating themselves. It's so weird. I did a review of an article, and pretty much the lady's, it's her own story. I drew on experiences with me and my mom. Oh, you don't say. You don't say. But then we get people who say stuff like this. I guess there's some not early reviews, but early reactions. And this is she posted this on Twitter. It's a blue check mark, so blue check mark should be a red flag, because everything this person says is probably weird. I've never seen someone with a blue check mark not be crazy, or kind of weird and out there. So this lady, Courtney Howard, no idea who she is. Don't know who she is. I think she locked down her Twitter after this. She privated it. This is her words, not mine. Turning Red, Pixar Turning Red hashtags is hilarious, heartfelt. Okay, I get those two things. Unapologetically horny. A sentimental story about parental problems, puberty, pandas, and an endearing oddball, off-kiltered in the best way, good world building, and teen bops. Sandra Oh and newcomer, or whatever this lady or Splendid. I got a couple problems. The horny line is super weird. It is insanely odd to talk about these are little girls.
Right.
These aren't like girls that are moving on to college. They're like 17, 18. Okay, they have a couple serious relationships. These girls look like 12?
12. And some of them even look 10. The main character, I don't know if it's because she's supposed to be short, looks like a 9.
They all look like little turd people.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Little dumpy little people.
Yes.
And they look like little children.
Also, the other thing too, if you ever watch a cartoon, name a bunch of descriptors until you get to horny. I was thinking how big that list would be.
Tell me your favorite Pixar film, and wait till you get to the word horny to describe it.
No, never.
Never.
I'm going to talk about Finding Nemo, and I'm going down a nope. I had never found horny at all.
No, Toy Story, no.
I don't know. Woody was a little horny for murder when he wanted to kill Buzz in the first one. Yeah. Murder boner. But here's the word horny. To me, means that you want to have sex.
Yeah. Like
you want to engage in intercourse. You're telling me this May girl wants to have sex with another character.
That's...
Here's the thing. I think we have entered the realm where no words change over time. So they're thinking horny means, she likes somebody. That doesn't mean you're horny.
No.
That's the next level. That's like, you want to be with that person in a physical way. Right. Wanting to date someone, wanting to get kissy.
So maybe we're old school, but I'm pretty sure everyone else
doesn't agree with saying that. Because I think I seen it I think it might have been on TikTok, or it might have been one of the YouTube shorts, where there's a boy in this, because they're all into this boy band. I forget, what's it called? Four Town? They're all into this boy band. Then there's a boy in the school that has wispy hair, and May has a super big crush on this guy. And then she has all sparkly goo eyes. That's not horny.
No,
that's having a crush.
Yeah.
That's I think this boy's so handsome. And if you see that and that translate in your mind as her being horny, I need to check your internet history and may or may not need to contact the FBI. It's
disturbing.
It's scary.
Yeah, because these are little kids we're talking about. Kids.
Yeah. And then of course people reacted to her tweet, and not in a good way. They're reacting to her tweet, And somebody wrote in response, I had to reread that first sentence more than once. And the guy put like a skull and like a laughing face. Then she responded, just you wait till you see it. It's delightful surprise how much they honor teen girls' raging hormones. That's her response. So she doubled down.
Yeah,
they gave her an out. Like, do you really mean horny? Don't you want to maybe use a different word? Again, it's not the same.
No,
it's not. I'm sorry, not everyone's the same. Everyone has different feelings and they react to the thing. But to say that when girls get to puberty, they get horny, guys, it would be a horrific problem if that was true. We would have really awful problems in high schools if that was true.
And also, it doesn't need to be said. It's like I said, all the other stuff she said about like, oh, the hormones and all this. Okay, fine, you can talk about it that way, growing up, coming of age. Just not that word. It just does not.
It's not
fit.
a good descriptor.
No.
Again, if you want to say, oh, when you first start getting your first crush, when you first start noticing boys, not in a like, ooh, boys are gross, but like, ooh, that boy's handsome and I like the way.
But it's different though between men and women.
And the thing is too, and what I just explained, none of that would be qualified under horny.
No,
it wouldn't, because that's something else. And I can see where, again, like, oh, saying you're horny for something, oh, that doesn't mean what it used to mean. It's like, oh, man, I'm horny for some french fries right now. Like, people using it as like a...
pejorative?
Yeah, pejorative for something else. Like, instead of just saying, oh, I really want something. Man, I really want that new car. Oh, man, I'm horny for that car. Yeah. See, I think they're trying to change the language and making the sexual term into something non-sexual, but it's not there.
No.
And you're not helping.
And then, like you said, horny with like a cartoon, like a kid's cartoon.
A little kid.
No. That will never.
It'll never be okay.
If this was a college student or something, it'd be so much. It'd be so much better. Then you say, okay, maybe you can say that, but not a little girl.
You know what I think is super funny is I'm surprised because they complain about this in every other movie. None of the characters seem to be LGBTQ plus in any way. None of the characters. So this girl is into boys. And I bet you they're going to have to be like, oh, she likes girls too. She just didn't say it. It's coded. It's secret in the message.
We all know Disney likes that China money. So
yeah, so this is an Asian girl, very Chinese influence. She's going to like boys. But how come they're not complaining? How come the Twitter army isn't saying, well,
because they're obsessed about the period part.
I think it superseded the other part.
Yeah, it overrided it.
So the message is so important, they're willing to forego another message.
Yeah.
That is so pathetic.
Instead of the message of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just enjoy movies, you know.
Again, our movies supposed to be entertaining. First and foremost, movies are supposed to be entertaining.
No, they're supposed to tell me stuff.
They gotta change the world. I can't wait till I hear little girls talking about periods, and that will make me happy as an adult.
That'll change my perspective.
That's so creepy. That is so creepy.
Yes, is it a biological function? Yes, but to sit there and revel in it and say, "Oh yeah, this is wonderful," nothing to do with you.
Here's the thing.
Right.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Not saying that. Oh, this isn't the 1950s. You're a shameful woman and this is your sin. No one's saying that. We're not saying that. But we're saying that this is something you have to go through. There's products. There's feminine hygiene products and stuff that you have to do, and you just take care of it. Not to shame anyone, but just that'd be like, a boy openly talking about, oh man, I woke up with morning wood. Like, I don't want to hear about it.
No,
we all know it happens, but we don't need little boys talking about it.
And not in kids' cartoon shows. I
don't
need to hear that.
Could you imagine that? And a little kid, oh geez, oh man, I couldn't help it this morning.
He literally turns into like a piece of wood or something.
Yeah, he turns into a Sudowoodo, and there he is. Rock Pokemon. Here's the thing. So would that would be, I guess, the equivalent for a boy? Would that make you happy, Twitter? Would that make you so joyful?
Right, and if someone put unapologetically horny...
I can't wait. These 11-year-old boys are unapologetically horny. Well, I guess Big Mouth. I guess how that's popular. And that's just the same kind of sicko bullcrap.
Oh, I know.
It's the same difference. It's the same crap.
At least that's supposed to be targeted to older, I hope, right? I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's an older artist, but again, you have adults watching little kids be, quote unquote, horny. It's gross.
See, literally that, now, if you said that about that is true in that show.
Because the way
literally
the characters act.
Is.
Yeah.
Oh, you humped a pillow or a turkey or something. That if you did that as a child, you need to go see some help. You need, like, you're going to end up hurting and being a predator in the future. That's super crazy gross. So I guess we're trying to, maybe we're stuck in this thing where times are changing and this is the new normal. They want little kids to express themselves sexually, little kids.
Yeah. And
I'm
not for that. I'm
never.
not.
Yeah, I get they do. Wait till I die,
Yeah.
and then push that through because I'm never gonna stand for that.
Right.
And the thing is, there's a reason why this went straight to Disney Plus. There's a reason.
Yeah.
Disney knows it wasn't gonna sell because
Nope.
once those reviews came out, and then if any of this is even close to being true, that second week, it would totally fall off into nothingness.
Because you're talking about a kids movie that parents have to literally bring their kids to go see.
Here's the thing. Most parents are going to bring in their kids that aren't going through puberty. We're talking like 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds.
Right.
We're not talking like 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a little too old for this.
Yeah, they're not
14-year-olds aren't into this.
No, they're going to watch things that are like, again, older.
They're gonna want to sneak into the rated R movie. It's so weird. You get to a point to where you skip the PG-13.
Right.
Unless it's like a superhero action film. Like, I can't imagine kids are clamoring to go see this.
Right. It's not like...
It's a bunch of little kids
and parents and adults.
And then weirdo adults.
Right. It's not like, I would say, like, I'm dating myself here, the original Ninja Turtles movie, where you could have got some young kids, some teenagers, and of course the adults taking the kids, and that was kind of like a range.
Yeah.
This is not going to have that. This is not going to have...
There's going to be
the 14-year-old girl showing up to
the
this.
8, 9, 10-year-olds who think the big red panda's cute. Oh,
Right.
there's a cute panda that's so cute. Then you have the weirdos, can't wait till we get to the part about the periods. Then that's it. Those are the two groups.
Right.
Then he has to leave the movie theater for 10 minutes to go to the bathroom.
But he should be able to express himself because it's not shameful. No one's saying it's shameful. These people are stuck in the 1950s.
Yeah.
There's a difference, like you said, between, saying, oh, goodness, you can't talk about it, it's a horrible thing, and to be like,
It needs to be in a kid's cartoon.
everything, it's got to be everything in my life.
Yeah.
Like, that's disturbing, guys.
Or, like, praise it and be like, it's the greatest cartoon ever made now.
This seems like a deeply personal film for the director, and that's nice and all. But do you make things for the world, or do you make them for yourself? Sometimes you do make things for yourself.
Yeah.
But normally, when you do that, that's like your own personal thing.
Yeah, you
like
paint your own money.
Yeah, if you were in your house and you like to paint, and you suck at it, but it makes you happy. But you're not also putting that on display saying, look at this and praise it. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, and she could have wrote a book and published it 100 copies and been like, hey, I'm going to sell them and whatever. It's my own personal thing.
Yeah, you don't throw a party about it, okay? There's a difference.
But people do.
I know.
Yeah.
People do. That's so creepy. I get it. Love yourself. Love who you are. And everything that comes with it. But... You don't hate yourself, but at the same time, it's just a bodily function. It's like celebrating going to the bathroom. It's something your body has to do.
Right.
Oh, it's clipping my fingernails party. It's something I do. Oh, I shouldn't be ashamed of my fingernails. Get over yourself. If you're so low in your life that this is the thing that you celebrate, the thing that everyone goes through, every female, for the most part, who don't have chromosomal problems and things like that, you're not special. But that's what makes it not a bad thing. Because everyone does it.
Yeah.
It's like...
You're not alone in this.
Remember, no one poops but you. the more controversial book.
Yeah.
So I get what they're trying to say. I just don't think it's worthy of praise that when people say things like it's super horny, unapologetically horny, is you're not helping your cause.
Yeah, you make yourself sound
like a creepo.
Yeah,
like an absolute creepo. And I'm thinking deep down inside, this lady's seeing what she wants to see.
Yeah.
So when I saw that scene where she saw the boy and he flips his hair and it's all in slow-mo and she's like all sparkly eyed, is that what she meant by being horny?
Or yeah, because then that, like, we can all just rationalize as no, she just has a crush. That's totally two separate ideas.
It's a coming of age story, but at the same time, it's a fun movie you can take your kids to see. What's wrong with a view like that?
But the problem is the same people that had that weird idea about Luca.
Yeah,
the two boys. So the two boys are together. And literally the guy that wrote the story had to go, no, it's not.
Here's the funny thing. The only gay character in that movie was the bad guy. For any second, you did not think that dude was totally gay.
I know. I got his name, but the Vespa kid, yes.
The Vespa kid who was like totally like 15 years old and hanging out with little kids. Because he can't hang out with the older kids because he's that dude. I'm surprised no one said like that. That dude's totally gay. Honestly, seriously.
I know. But yeah, so people want to see what they want to see. And And that's the thing.
This little girl, this woman wants to see horny little girls.
Yeah. And that's just, you're weird.
And people on Twitter are like, they're jumping on this. See, this is what this is. This whole movie's going to be about that. I just think this lady's seeing what she wants to see.
Right.
And again, the same thing with the period stuff. Maybe it's just a comment from the mom, like how I explained. Maybe it's just the mom going, well, May, there's something called your menstrual cycle. And people call it a period. Oh my God, Mom, I don't want to talk about this. And the mom's just trying to explain it the best way she can. And see, there's different products that you can use. And no trying to do like the embarrassing sit-down talk. I think it might be something like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is a big difference between that and like, oh, honey girl, you should be super proud and tell everyone that you're on your period and let everyone know and calm down.
Or super explaining it to where like, okay, we don't need the flow chart.
We don't need the flow chart.
We don't need
the flow chart.
But or the showing it and I don't need no. I'm good.
And the funny thing is, this know to be kind of interesting too, since it's a group of girls and everyone matures differently. What if one of them starts maturing before the other ones and the other ones feel like, well, she's different from us now, and like you can have that kind of group dynamic where, remember in King of the Hill when Joseph came back and he grew like 1.5 feet and his voice was deeper, and then Bobby felt like, I'm older than him, and how come he's becoming a man and I'm not?
Well, and that's what made it interesting because then Joseph wanted to still be a boy.
Yeah.
And he didn't like being older. He didn't like that because, again...
I'm awkward and I can barely move.
And I talk funny and...
My voice cracks.
And everyone calls me sir. And then, of course, Bobby was the one that was like, no,
he wanted that.
I wanted to be called sir and be taken serious and be like... Oh no, my name's Robert, not Bobby.
See how much better they handle that?
Yes.
Joseph wasn't running around talking about his boner the whole time.
No.
There's other ways you can approach the story of puberty and growing up and changing without it being all about the bodily
itself.
Fluids of it.
Right, yeah.
So I want to see that, maybe a little bit of that dynamic, but I don't really see that happening in this film.
Well, and also maybe this lady is just a little off, and like I said, it has nothing to do with that, and she's just seeing what she wants to see.
Yeah, I don't know, which says way more about her than it does about the movie.
Yes, right. At least I hope so, but we don't know.
And there's another, again, on people on Twitter, and there's a post where either she's drawing here's the thing, she's drawing like a boy like as a mermaid, and she's getting all like, ooh, he's so handsome, but it's like a really crappy drawing the way she draws. I don't know if this is a picture of that boy in school or a picture of one of the boy band boys. But she's like, oh, looking at it like, oh, it's such a great piece of artwork. And then that's being used as, oh, that's her being horny. It's all out of context. She could be just like, oh, man, I drew a really cool picture. And oh, my God, he's so cute.
That's not, no. That's not
see, I'm not.
That's a stretch.
That's a stretch. That's a big stretch, guys. I know people assume that all I'm going to do is dunk on this and hate this movie. If it comes out and it's good, I'm going to say it's good.
Yeah, and they would be like, I don't know what the heck this lady's
saw. I don't know what the hell this lady's talking about. But if it comes out and it's bad, I'm going to say it's bad. That's just how it works. But there's people out there who say the message is so important, it doesn't matter the quality.
That's never good.
And I've seen a lot of, oh, look at she has a big sparkly eyes. Like, in anime, when they get the big sparkly eyes, and then he switches right back to normal. I don't know if I like it or not. It's kind of jarring. I do like the art, the technical talent that it takes to create that. I just don't know if it's it pulls you out of the story too much.
Right.
I don't even like it in anime anymore, let alone in a cartoon.
It's a little cliche now.
It depends if it's a straight comedy through and through. But like even they get the big heads when they're yelling at each other and stuff. I don't know. I don't like it.
It's old.
It's old. It's like, I don't know. I don't think that's a. And then they're doing that kind of in this, where she's got the big sparkly eyes, she's looking at the boy she likes. Then her friend's like, what's going on? Like, why are you staring at that boy? And then she snaps back. But it's done so fast, it's so jarring. That, like, I don't know if that's good. Do people like that? That super quick cuts?
I don't know.
I think you convey more emotions with less. Instead of making it so over the top, so it's like, oh, this is her excited. Don't you get that she's excited? It's so over the top, she's excited. Oh, she's sad, so little rain clouds appear above her head and she has big eye drops coming out. It's a little too on the nose. How stupid do you think your audience is that they can't infer the emotions of the character? Like you think they're so dumb?
Well, then they could probably say, well, we made it for kids.
And that's the whole, like, it's just like an anime. Stop talking.
Just stop talking.
Yeah, let's not. Well, let's not like actually get the good qualities from anime. Let's get the stupid,
the silliness,
Yeah.
the silliness of anime.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this comes out next month, the 22nd or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So I'll watch. It's on Disney Plus, and it's not the premium garbage.
Yeah, so it's free.
It's just on Disney Plus. So there's no reason not to watch it. And if I get through the film and it's looking like it's not worth talking about, I'll just say, hey, I watched it. Nothing worth talking about. It's a 6 out of 10.
Maybe leave some on Discord or something.
Yeah, I might do it just on my Discord, just a tweet or something. But if there's something worthy of talking about, we'll talk about it. But I don't know. I really don't know what the big deal is both ways. I don't know why everyone's overly hating on it. I don't know why everyone's overly praising it either.
Right.
But the overly praising bothers me.
Because I'd rather be skeptical of something and then be surprised than being so in love with something and coming out like, oh God, it's awful.
Yeah.
Because these people will never admit it. Literally, the film could come on and the director can literally take a dump on the screen for 2.5 hours and they would love it because they have to constantly love it without ever getting any criticism.
It's been deemed that way by the blue check marks.
Yeah,
and if we know anything, they never back down. They double down.
Yeah, they double down.
They double and triple down sometimes.
It's even better than I thought it would be. It didn't go to theater. Then they'll do some weird backwards thing where it's like, oh, we need to start a petition so it can be in theaters. Shut the hell up. Let's never do anything.
We need the Snyder Cut, right?
Yeah, we need whatever this lady's name is, whatever the Panda Cut, whatever they want to call it. They should make the movie, but it should all be in black and white.
Just turn your TV black
and she should be the only one that's red. Yes. That'd be cool. That would be artistic. Ooh, it's Picasso. I like it. It's very artsy. But I don't know. We'll definitely cover it if it has anything worthy of note. But I don't know. To me, I think it's just gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Just okay. Crimson's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, you can contact us on any of the social media platforms in the description down below. And while you're here, be sure to click on one of the videos over on the right.